All right, let's do it.
Okay.
This episode of Lords of the Storm is brought to you by our sponsors over at Patreon, where you, yes you, can also support the show. Just head over to patreon.com/Lords of the Storm to become a patron today.
Heroes, gather tribute and earn my favor. What do you say? Are you ready to begin?
Hello, everyone. My name is Greg Gizmo Zord Parker, and you are listening to Lords of the Storm, episode 135, the weekly Heroes of the Storm podcast for you, the true Heroes of the Storm. I'm joined tonight, of course, by the Zord Lords themselves, Mr. Kevin Multi-Zord Ellis and Ryan TBK Zord Reader. And on this week's episode, Heroes has its own stage. The Nexus gets destroyed. Kendric.
How long did it take you to come up with that one?
Not long enough, because that was awful. Kendric Swissh joins us for an interview. We have our 16 teams who have qualified for the group stages at this year's BlizzCon Finals, and we discuss Ana in this week's Hero of the Week. But first, let's see how the other Zords are doing. Multi, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well. Excited for the show. I just wanted to say really quickly, so, coming up here fairly soon, my wife is going to have her first child. So in the next month or so, maybe a hair out later than that, that should be popping out here. So the point is, there's going to come a point where I'm going to be probably away for a good couple of weeks here. So just, my only request of the listeners is don't forget about me.
Hey, they haven't
out there
Prepping people early.
They haven't forgotten about
early.
Thor yet, so I think you're good.
That's true. Yeah, we got that review about Thor. Yeah. So anyway, so she's been having, I don't know if you're familiar with Braxton Hicks contractions, kind of like the earlier contractions, totally normal. But this entire time, of course, I've been calling them Braxis holdout contractions in front of her. And she hasn't gotten it yet, but maybe she will sometime.
One of these days. She just needs one. She'll Google Braxis holdout.
And then the whole world will open up to her right then.
Yep. And then your baby shall be named Sergeant Hammer, or
maybe my baby is just going to be a Zerg wave. That could happen. I'm not ruling it out.
TBK, how are you doing tonight?
Well, Greg, I'm diva-lighted to be here.
There we go.
Boy.
See?
Uh-huh.
It's the Diva Pun show.
Yep.
That's what this one is. Well, that's good, I guess. I know. That's good. We're good.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
So far, so good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great start. Probably one of our best.
How have you guys been doing as far as gaming this week? What have you been up to, TBK?
Heroes. Lots of heroes. Some Team League. Some quick match. Some unranked. Some verse AI. Not Hero League, though. Because I just don't do that anymore. Is it
beneath you now?
I feel like I'm a better person for it. I'm on the Team League train.
Yeah.
Team League train has left the station, and I won't look back again. There's a song in there somewhere, but don't ask me what it is.
You'll look back again. At some point, you will look back.
Not looking back again.
Is that the song we're looking for?
Yeah.
Multi,
there it is.
what have you been up to in gaming this past week?
Heroes as well, but still more in the just quick match variety. Getting in there, trying to get some loot crates unlocked there, because frankly, there's enough stuff in the game I need to unlock now. I don't really want to buy any of it with the gems, so we'll get into this, or shards, I should say, shards or gems, frankly. So, but it's the pink tints, guys. I need every pink tint out there. I need the pink Lucio. I need the pink Dehaka for sure. The Diva Haka, is that what it's called? I'm not sure.
It's amazing.
It is really amazing. So,
It's really good.
now's a good time to open up chests. And I had a lot of heroes kind of on the cusp of leveling. So, and then there's like Ana, who I still have fairly low. So that's some easy chests as well. So it's been good. I've been having a good time with it.
Okay, fair enough. For myself, I have just been sticking to quick match. I did some unranked draft today. So most of the time I've had to play in gaming period has been on the weekends lately, which I'm not wanting to do my placement matches on the weekends. However, Mondays, I have Mondays off, and I figure that's probably a good time this Monday to start going through my placements, if not getting them all done, which will be good because that is not the weekend Hero League pool that it is, because that's bad. Unranked draft, though, so today I wanted to play some Ana and preferably try to get some good comps, so I hit up Discord to see if we could get at least one other person playing with me as support and do some Ana games. So Naraki joined me as well as 243. And quick match was like being bugged where we queued for like 4 matches in a row and then it would disconnect. So we hopped into unranked instead. I got some Ana games in, and then I got some Varian games in. And the plan was not Twin Blades. Let me start with that. That was not the plan. But I disconnected, and lo and behold, right when I connect is when we hit 10, and AI decided to go Twin Blades. So
perfect.
it worked out great. I got MVP, and then I played Variant again.
So let's talk about this for a second.
Okay.
Greg. Let's just talk.
I was
about
not
this.
solo warrior.
Oh, gosh.
Just because the AI, I mean, the AI knows he knows when it's not the solo warrior. It also knew there was an Abathur on your team, which just ups the ante that much more. I just want to say, listeners, how proud I am of each and every one of you that has been writing me or that others have written about that have been playing Twin Blades Varian in their heroes matches this week. I could not be prouder of each and every one of you. I shed a small tear of joy for all the bosses that were soloed, all the enemies that were mowed down with Twin Blades of Fury, and all the MVPs that inevitably came from all those games, which I'm sure had 100% win rate.
It's okay. Well, let me say, I got MVP. It wasn't ideal, though. The plan was to go Colossus Smash because they had a KT, and they had a really good KT. But it worked out. And then the second game, I purposefully went Twin Blades because playing Varian has made me realize how much I loved playing Varian. And unfortunately...
That will happen.
Yeah, so I might pick him up for Hero League because he is really strong. But I think he's going to be really strong where my current skill level is as well. So I may take him as like one of my assassins.
And he has an awesome new skin. Like I don't think that can be understated. It's easily his best skin.
It is his best skin, but I think compared to some other heroes, he still has some weak skin game going on.
I mean, he needs a full robot skin. Like Mecha Varian, please.
But then so does every hero in the game. Every hero in the game needs one.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's true.
Simple enough.
But yes, so that was my week in heroes. Good times there. Let's go ahead and get into the store sales. TPK, what do we got for this week's collection update?
Oh, we've got stuff. We got stuff and things. In fact, we have Genji and Anubrak and Gazlo. Did you see how I stalled until I could bring the actual page up that had all the listing of stuff? It was pretty good.
I do it all the time.
I've never done that.
I do it all the time.
I know, right? And then skins-wise, we have the Vengeful Oni Genji, the Cyberak Anubrak, a robot, which is fantastic. Chief Engineer Gazlo, Fell Iron Butcher, Blood Sentinel Lunara, Amber Soundblast Lucio, Indigo Cyber Demon Zarya, Frostborn Magni Muradin, and Roller Derby Nova.
Those are some long names this week.
And I know. It's just like getting tongue-tied as I go through these skins. Demonic Hellsteed, Thunder Star Chariot, and the 2017 Championship banner, if you're feeling festive.
Yes.
They're long names, but at least we could pronounce all the words this time. There's been some crazy ones.
That's
true. It's like, yes. I wonder whose job it was. I can just see them, like all Blizzard, all the Heroes team gets together and they're going through, and Alan comes up. He's like, guys, I'm so excited to launch 2.0. The community's going to love it. This is going to be so awesome. Now, I have this in my hand, a hat, and it's got everybody's name in it. And the person whose name I draw has to rename all the skins in the game.
And all the tints.
Yeah, all the tints, basically.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And everyone just like collectively holds their breath. And then it's just like, well, Sam, get to work. And Sam's like, crap.
The artist?
I don't know.
No. It's well that, or they just took a
Just
hat
Sam,
and they're like
random Sam on the heroes team.
they're like, here's 3 hats. One hat contains hero names. One hat contains colors. The other hat contains just random
Random
adjectives.
adjectives.
And this is how we're gonna make skins for now on. We're
Let's
gonna draw
go.
all of them, and then this is the new skin. So let's do it.
Yep.
They're all just done with Mad Libs.
I
Multi.
hope so. That would have been an amazing week. Amazing Mad Libs journey.
Multi free hero rotation. What do we got?
Free hero rotation. So I kind of want you guys to brainstorm with me on this one because I was just talking about how much I like pink skins. How many of these heroes have pink skins? Just off the top of our head. We get Tahaka. He does for sure. Lucio does now. Brand new as well.
Kerrigan?
Malfurion?
Kerrigan does.
Kerrigan does.
Diablo
Vala
might?
does. Vala does certainly.
Sylvanas. Sugar Plum.
Sylvanas.
does.
Yep, Sugar Plum. Are any of the Nova skins pinkish, like some of her
Yes.
roller derby
Oh,
ones?
yes, for sure.
Okay.
some pink Nova.
Rhaegar.
No, I don't think
Probably
Rhaegar's
not.
got pink. I don't think
Gaslow?
Illidan's got pink either.
Does one of his Chinese New Year's have like a pinkish? Maybe. I don't think so.
Maybe.
Illidan
I don't
one?
think so.
It just doesn't really fit his character very well, but you never know. Diablo though, what's a pink Diablo? Is like one of the angel ones, perhaps?
Like
No,
the,
he has
I
a
thought it
base.
was like the Mercablo or Mercablo.
Oh yeah, I guess some of them come off kind of
Mercablo.
fuchsia-ish.
Yeah.
Candy.
Thrall, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Off the
No.
top of my head. Yeah.
All right.
And Zul'jin, can't think of any.
Well, now that we just confused everyone on what the actual free hero rotation is, what is the actual free hero rotation?
Well, we just
We
listed
named
them
all of them.
Done. No, okay. Quick, real fast. Dahaka, Diablo, Gazlo, Johanna, Kerrigan, Lucio, Malfurion, Thrall, Vala, Zul'jin, and then at 5, Rhaegar, 10, Sylvanas, 15, Illidan, and 20, Nova.
Bam.
So it's Nova week again.
Nova week. We do have some patron updates this week, or a update. I have a new patron, Dominic A. So thank you for the support. I sent you a message, so just get back to us with your preferred Zord title for next week's show. And thank you again. We do appreciate the support. Let's go ahead and hop into the news. First up on the docket, the BlizzCon schedule has been released. Just going to see how many hero names I can squeeze
so
into
bad.
random words. BlizzCon, yes, BlizzCon schedule. It is out. It's super
It
exciting.
is.
The
Oh, yeah.
big things to note as far as Heroes of the Storm stuff. Friday at 12:15 p.m. Pacific is the Heroes of the Storm Community Gauntlet, which sounds really interesting, playing against devs, streamers, and other personalities for a challenge. I don't know exactly what that entails, but it sounds cool. I'm going to check it out. At 5 p.m. on Friday, Heroes of the Storm, What's Next? So this is the big one that you want to make sure to watch. Hopefully, we're going to see, opening ceremony, we'll get the kind of quick, condensed version as far as new heroes, potentially maps. And then this is kind of where they'll go into the details, hopefully some new system stuff that we'll see, maybe clan stuff, who knows. And Saturday at 1 p.m. will be the hero deep dive, to where we'll possibly go into deep dives on the new heroes, possibly some reworks coming up, or, kind of sometimes they go into the decisions of when heroes get reworks, things like that, which will be cool. But there is also another interesting thing on Friday, and that is a Blizzard social panel that is coming. And Multi, you found some data mine stuff from MMO Champion that we have a pretty good idea what this conversation may entail. So why don't you take us through that?
Yeah, so I came across this. I'll cite my source for sure. This is on the Angry Chicken podcast. If you guys haven't tried that out, super awesome. Kind of the main podcast about Hearthstone. So if you guys are fans, definitely check that out. Anyway, they were talking about very recently. So MMO champion data mined, really a bunch of stuff here in the background of a BattleNet client update, but it's all tied into creating groups and a bunch of other things that make it seem like they're trying to push the BattleNet client toward being a bit more like Discord, Curse, some of these others. So some of the strings that were actually data mined here are talking about like group chats, group members, group roles, group avatars as well. So as we've seen in the past in some of these other chat features, you can get these icons and assign them to yourselves. There's actually a bunch of data mined icons out there as well. Really just so much going on here. And then when you tie that into, as you alluded to, that portion in the schedule there about Blizzard Social, what's next, one really thinks that, they'll be talking about this then. Now, my question is, it seems like the timing on this sort of feels like they're also in preparation for Destiny to hit the launcher, which, if I'm not mistaken, that's by the end of the month, right? That's not
24th.
Getting into November. 24th.
Yep,
So, I mean, my question is, are they going to try to push this out prior to that, or is this going to be a BlizzCon announcement? I really don't know. But either way, what do you guys think about it? Like, are you excited to maybe have a competitor to Discord as your BattleNet?
You can only have so many social chat platforms.
Agreed.
So, like voice platform things. I don't know. Unless Blizzard can deliver like every single feature Discord has. But I use Discord for all the games, and Blizzard is just used for some of the games. So, I mean, if they can make it to where it's an extension and integrated into their current games, that'll be a little different. But if it's just kind of like, here's BattleNet and here's some extra stuff on it, this is the same type of stuff you can get in Discord, but less feature rich, then no, I'm probably not going to use it. If it's integrated into each of the games, usable in game, maybe special stuff in game, like say, I was just talking to somebody about this the other day that like when you create a chat channel in Heroes, there's no moderating it or anything. You just join a name, and it's just there, and there's no moderation, no power of any kind. It's just, I am joining this specific name. If this integrates into Heroes now, so instead of these chat channels, we can make real groups. People can join that have mod stuff and whatnot to them. That's a little bit different, and that's something I could get behind.
Yeah. And the moderators, some of these strings that are being data mined are moderator, owner, permissions, all that stuff's definitely in it for sure. So, yeah, I'm with you on that one. Another possible solution that, or potential feature that they talked about on the Angry Chicken, too, was, we're always talking about how that 200-person cap on the friends list is a bit too tight. What if we were able to create groups and then from any game within the Blizzard universe, of course, just quickly and easily group with people from in there? Like maybe these groups are going to be an added extension to our friends lists, to where we could like even challenge people in Hearthstone just straight out of a group.
Yeah.
Would that help alleviate that for you guys?
I do. I would hope that you wouldn't have to create these groups with just friends lists. So I hope that would kind of be an extension for people I've played with in the past that I don't necessarily play with all the time in different games, or just not have any room on my friends list.
Maybe raise the friends limit.
That would also help.
That would also help. I think both would help. And regardless, my opinion of this too is that no matter how much anyone use it, let's make a Lords of the Storm group regardless.
I think that's a good idea. As far as just my quick thoughts on it, I do think the integration is a big thing for reasons of being able to use it and see it while you're in game, whether that be WoW, Overwatch, just kind of your different groups, control what you can see. Maybe you don't want to see them, have control over that. That'd be really nice for people that, and I assume a majority of people have one monitor. For me, Discord's not a big deal because I have 3 monitors, so I can have like my own monitor to that when I'm playing games. So that's a big thing. And my worry about this, I will say, is I hope this isn't their step for all things and deciding to like not do, or because of this, the Heroes team deciding to not go like in-game clans and stuff because we have the BattleNet social groups. So that is a big thing for me. Or like
depends how the social groups
Yes.
evolve.
I would also like to see like in these groups, I looked through the list momentarily, but I didn't see anything like about a calendar. Would just be really cool to have like calendars for your group that you can post different events and stuff for the group.
So
like,
they function more like a WoW guild.
Yeah,
almost.
kind of like that. Or like if I want to create a hero group, Heroes of the Storm group, that's like for a group of like 8 to 10 of us that play a lot together. Like we can post Team League stuff. Like who can make it this night? Bam. Sign up. Okay. For these 5 people attending, here's Team League stuff. That would be super
that would
awesome.
solve so many of the problems we've talked about in the past. Anything like that would be great.
Yeah.
And if this is even just a step in that direction, awesome. Okay.
Yeah. The other thing I want to talk about here at BlizzCon real quick, I mentioned it at the top of the show, and that is that Heroes of the Storm has its own stage for the HGC this year. This is huge. It's going to be in Hall B, and that means we don't have to wait for WoW Arena to finish up in the morning before Heroes starts. So hopefully things will go smoother because they're not going to have to transition a bunch of stuff. May get done a little bit earlier in the night, which would be nice because a lot of times the esports go late. And I'm hoping that, Heroes has had a cool stage. It's definitely not like super spiffy compared to some of their other esports because they've shared. So hopefully with their own stage, maybe we'll see something we haven't seen before. I imagine it'll at least be kind of like the HGC stuff, more hexacon-y instead of...
Yeah,
sure.
I would expect something more along the lines of like your clashes or your mid-season brawl type stage, rather than something, like you said, more generic-y, because it had to switch to WoW. So it was basically just screens and colors.
Whereas now they could actually affect the physical stage and, like you said, set up more hexagons and that sort of thing. So...
The other thing worth mentioning here, not necessarily Heroes related, but kind of, just because I'm going to make it Heroes related, that is StarCraft is no longer in the arena, which it has been forever. The Overwatch World Cup is taking over, and while I'm super excited about that, the StarCraft stage has been absolutely amazing because they've had that big space, so I am super excited to see what they do for the Overwatch World Cup. I hope they take use of the same technology as far as the projections on, projection background that they use on stage is really neat. I'm a little sad, though, because while I didn't have high hopes for this, it would have been nice to see Heroes on that stage, before Overwatch League starts, because we all knew it was going to take over once Overwatch League came out. But it's taken over for the World Cup too.
I mean, baby steps.
Little sad.
Right. We're getting our own hall. We're getting our own hall this year, that's a big upgrade from sharing with the WoW esports. So I'm pretty excited about that. And it's just kind of it's the passing of the gauntlet, right?
Yep.
The arena is the thing. StarCraft has been the thing for the longest time. StarCraft is now on the waning side. For all intents and purposes, they're just very much maintaining the game right now with very small balance patches, co-op commanders, and sometimes these little small single player things. And Overwatch is the new baby. I mean, it's a big baby, big baby that farts and throws up money.
Yeah.
Babies do that? Now I'm excited to have one.
Yeah.
All right.
If your baby's name is Overwatch, it does.
Yes. So the other thing